Talk was a friend, I'm like it like that. Coming on the light like snaking out the grass. One with your fitness in the right back. One with your fitness in the right back. Let me talk was a friend, I'm like it like that. Coming on the light like snaking out the grass. One with your fitness in the right back.
Well, I don't have time to beef. Lucky for you, my friend. I in a good spirit. I drink in a good spirits. If I
oh na 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 na, oh na 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 na, oh na 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 na, oh na 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 na, oh na 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 na, oh na 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 na. You've got to sow on your own, sow on your own, sow on your own. No, you've got to seek out the sky, yeah, seek out the sky, oh, seek out the sky. Well then you've got to see for yourself now, see for yourself now, wow, wow, wow. See for yourself if you want to learn how to. I said learn. Wings don't get strong, no, 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 until they're tested. And you still don't know, you don't know what your best is. Bye, bye, bye. You can't touch your dreams now if you don't take flight. Can you hear me now? Sometimes in this la 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 life you've got to fight for what's right. Come on and sow on your own, sow on your own, sow on your own. No, you've got to seek out the sky, yeah. Seek out the sky, yeah. Seek out the sky, yeah. Well then you've got to see for yourself now, see for yourself now, see for yourself. If you want to, if you want to, you want to.
Dauntless Defenders of Good Governance. Join host Fearless Warrior and the Dauntless crew every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Tune in each week for enlightening discussions, special guest interviews, on the scene coverage of news, political events, and all topics related to good governance. Watch the show live on our Bounce Up Central platform and social media channels, YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Keep the conversation going, even after the show. Chat in real time on our 24-hour live chat on Bounce Up Central. For more news, informative content, entertainment, special events, discussion forums, Bounce Up Radio, TGIF watch parties, and to even bus a mark anonymously, visit our Bounce Up Central Community Hub, the platform that's WASTAGE, created for we, by we.
Yes, good evening, Trinidad and Tobago, and welcome to Dauntless Defenders of Good Governance. And I am joined tonight by a special guest that I was trying to get on. So I'm joined tonight by a special guest, and my guest in studio is Mr. Francis Paul. So let me bring on Mr. Francis Paul here. Good evening, Mr. Francis Paul. Good evening, Mr. Francis Paul. You're not hearing. You're not hearing me.
Devon, if you can hear me, I'm not hearing you.
Right. I'm hearing you loud and clear, but you're not hearing me.
All right, I'm now hearing you.
Right.
All
Good.
right, I'm now hearing you.
All right. A little too tall on top of your there, boy. Let me just kind of string down myself to be on your height. Yeah. So good evening, Francis Paul.
My chair too short. Good evening, Devon. What's up?
Well,
It's good to be in the studio.
it's election has now finished, and we are now seeing the swaying in of a new administration coming in, one that is very worrying at this point in time. But let's talk about Maruga Tableland before we get into that aspect of that that part of the conversation. Let's talk about Maruga Tableland. What happened on Monday? What transpired on Monday?
Well, Devon, you got our ass whoop. That's what happened on Monday. I don't think I better say that on studio. You got a full of
You're kind of low, eh? You're kind of low. Nah, I hear you. Put up the volume.
It's on your end, Devon. I'm not hearing you.
Right, now I hear you. Now I hear you.
It's on your end. It's on your end.
All right, go ahead. I hear you now. Go ahead.
The sound is emanating from your end. Lack of sound.
All right, so I will mute my mic when you come on. But go ahead.
I'm hearing you now.
How is Maruga Tableland at this point in time?
Well, Maruga Tableland is excited, you know.
Right.
All right, so you ready for me now? Yeah, Maruga Tableland is exciting. It's never a dull moment. We did our thank you yesterday. There was no big crowd, but a couple of motor vehicles. But you can see how that thank you today. It was Juve and Pandemonium. But 3 big trucks and lots of vehicles. You know, finished past there about less than half an hour ago. But it was big. It was really big. So they would have won in Maruga Tableland. Part of the challenge is that some of the persons who were in this Adwater camp were campaigning with us and they went and voted UNC. And so that in itself didn't augur well. In addition to that, we had a lot of money passing. They put out a release on social media during the day, and they said that Paula Gopi Spoon and her brother was giving out money, which was a lie. I saw the day before where Alexander would have said that be wary of the PNM sharing out money, but I know they are master of distraction. So what they were going to do, they said that's what the PNM was going to do. So they flipped the switch on us. They are the ones who were sharing out money. We had incidents of it happening. It was brought to my attention by even one of the EBC officials. Was brought to my attention, but unfortunately, nobody took the evidence or bring the evidence forward, and people were too scared to take out pictures and what have you. Well, we know what they did, but quite apart from that, we got a flogging because a lot of the PNM persons didn't come out to vote. Mandingo Road, which normally would turn out about 11 to 1200, just a couple hundred. So basically, there was a disconnect with the leadership and the people on the ground, and that is basically we can't blame nobody but ourselves.
Well, we can't change what has already happened, and we have to move forward now. And but there's going to be a press conference before we get into the full meat of the program tonight, Francis Paul. There's going to be a press conference tomorrow at 10 a.m. at Baluzi House. No, not Baluzi House, Baluzi House with the former Prime Minister hosting a press conference, then Mr. Stuart Young, SC. And, well, people are speculating what the press conference is all about and all the different things, but I think that he's probably going to talk on certain matters and we move on from there. What is your take on it?
But I am not one of those clairvoyants, so I don't know what they will be saying at the press conference. But I am one of those persons who was sounding the alarm up to 2 years ago that there was a disconnect with the party and the people on the ground. And whenever I put out a post, they would chastise me for saying that. But I was seeing it coming there when we were seeing the disconnect between the people on the ground and the party. Some of the leaders became too arrogant, they were too haughty. When you go to their offices, you can't get to see them. And even the party groups, they were ghost party groups. Even when they had the internal election, and when you were trying to galvanize people to support the challengers who were coming up against the leadership and those who were vying for positions within the party, those positions had some, in many instances, they were ghost party groups that were set up, or party groups that were set up just for that position, just for those persons to be elected on the executive, and they were non-functional. Who's our PRO? Where's the PRO? Where's the social media officer? Where are the elections officers? Where are the meetings with the party group down in the trenches? Come in and meet with the community. Let them know what's going on. General council is supposed to be where the individuals from the community, from the party groups, the representative, come to general council and let general council know what's going on the ground. But general council just become a talk shop. And as I said in one of the posts, toothless bulldog. They have nobody, no authority. Because everybody come into general council looking to see what they could get. Don't want to rock the boat. Don't want to see anything because they're frightened. The little crumbs that they get in, they will take it from them. And then that extends to central executive. For the central executive, nobody wants to say anything. Nobody wants to rock the boat. And they allow the status quo. And look where we are. Because of the status quo. Is where we are.
Hold on. Well, we wait to see what will transpire tomorrow. And, well, we have a new leader and a new opposition leader, which is Penelope Beckles. And we see where it goes from there come tomorrow basically. And but let's move on. Good evening to all the live, not hearing Mr. Paul. Mr. Paul, your volume a little low, you know. You need to come a little closer to come a little closer to your ear. Talk now, let me hear. Nah, you been hearing me now? Right, you hear me better now. Much better now.
But I'm not hearing you, Devon.
So, you not hear me?
Are you hearing me now, Devon? Like I do not commercial for Verizon.
Yeah, hearing you. I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Devon, I'm not hearing you.
Loud and clear. You not hearing me?
I'm not hearing you, Devon.
All right, so you not hear me? You hear me now? You hear me now?
Still not hearing you.
But I'm hearing you loud and clear. Oh God. All right. So let me take a break. No, wherever you're pressing, we're not hearing you. But when you press it back, your volume gets louder, and then I feel it's on your side again.
I'm not hearing you at all, Devon.
All right. So you still not hear me? was hearing you. Something you press. And we was hearing you loud and clear.
But that's on your end.
No, I'm hearing you loud and clear. Everybody hearing me. They're hearing you, but you're not hearing. All right, so he going to come back. So let's get into the meat of what we came here to deal with. So our discussion tonight is not really to dive into too much of that. We wait tomorrow, see what the press conference is all about, and then we will take it from there. All right, so you hear me better now? Nah, something not right. We hearing you loud and clear. All right, so let me return one. Take that out there and see if that is the problem. No, take it out. Take it out from your arm thing.
I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm not hearing you.
Yeah, I am hearing you. I am hearing you. Yeah, you know? You hear? You hear now? All right. Let me take a break and I'll be right back. Let me take a break and I'll be right back. Let me take a break and I'll be right back.
I'm not hearing you at all.
Let me take a
When this is
Dauntless defenders of good governance. Join host Fearless Warrior and the Dauntless crew every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Tune in each week for enlightening discussions, special guest interviews, on the scene coverage of news, political events, and all topics related to good governance. Watch the show live on our Bounce Up Central platform and social media channels, YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Keep the conversation going, even after the show. Chat in real time on our 24-hour live chat on Bounce Up Central. For more news, informative content, entertainment, special events, discussion forums, Bounce Up Radio, TGIF watch parties, and to even bus a mark anonymously, visit our Bounce Up Central Community Hub, the platform that's WaTTch, created for we, by we.
All right, so you hearing better now? It's been a little too long dealing with this. So you hearing now?
I don't know if you hear me now. Are you hearing me now?
I am hearing you. Yes, I am hearing you loud and clear. Yes, I'm hearing you. You're not seeing me? I am hearing you. Yes, I'm hearing you.
So I take off the mic and
I
hear you.
hearing you. I hearing you.
And take off the headset. That's not hearing.
When they take off the mic again. Right, so you hearing better now? All right. I don't know, Paul. Paul, go back out and come back in again and see. Go out and come back in. Let me just do something here. All right. So let me just take another quick break and we'll be right back. We'll be right back.
Oh na 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 na, oh na 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 na, oh na 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 na, oh na 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 na, oh na 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 na, oh na 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 na. You've got to sow on your own, sow on your own, sow on your own. No, you've got to seek out the sky, yeah, seek out the sky, oh, seek out the sky. Well, then you've got to see for yourself now, see for yourself now, wow, wow, wow. See for yourself if you want to learn how to. I said learn. Wings don't get strong, no, 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 until they're tested. And you still don't know, you don't know what your best is. Bye, bye, bye. You can't touch your dreams now if you don't take flight. Can you hear me now? Sometimes in this la 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 life you've got to fight for what's right. Come on and sow on your own, sow on your own, sow on your own. No, you've got to seek out the sky, yeah. Seek out the sky, yeah. Seek out the sky. Well, then you've got to see for yourself now, see for yourself now, see for yourself. If you want to, you want to.
All right, so people, let's start the show. We were just trying to sort out that little communication glitch. So let's start the show. So here it is. Now we're going on into that kind of talk tonight. I ain't going on into that kind of talk tonight. So here it is that we saw this swearing of ceremony. Well, for those who would have watched it. I would have watched excerpts and parts of it after, because I really can't sit down and watch too much of them people on them. But the thing about it is that here it is. You now have a number of ministries. Hold on, let me just see here. Yes, everybody putting it up. Yes. Okay. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right. So, director, I'm going to send you something here. So that we can put it up on the screen. Right. Can you put this up on the screen for me, please? We'll deal with all this in that shit tonight. Right. So I sent you something there, director. Could you put it up? Because right, so that we can get a clear understanding of what is happening, and there's no Paul, where you going? Paul, where you going? Right. I really can't take. Nah, not now, man. You don't know. Yeah. Let me go, Paul.
When you started earlier, I was hearing you.
Let me go, Paul. You hear me now? You hear me now, Paul? Paul, put on your mic. Paul, put on your mic.
Turn your mic off, mic on, and still not hearing.
Right. You hear me now?
I double check the mic on my end.
But you hear me now? You hear me, Paul?
Unfortunately, this is like a challenge tonight. So if you hear me, Devon, I am unable to hear you, so I'm unable to participate in the discussion because I'm not hearing you at all.
I don't know what was in that. I definitely don't know what was in that.
Tired of hearing each other,
I
but
don't know
then
what was in
somewhere
that.
along the way the communication cut.
We are hearing you loud and clear.
I took up the headset and tried it again.
Right. Talk now, let me hear.
Let me see what
No,
you're saying.
just talk.
Just say you there.
Talk now, let me hear. Talk now, let me hear. All right. Well, we are unable to. He's having a little technical problem on his side here, and I don't know what is causing that. Director, can I get that picture what I've sent you on the screen? I would have sent you a picture. Still nothing. I don't know. It had to be on your side, Paul, because everybody hearing you. The only thing is you're not hearing. I don't know what causing that. We hearing you loud and clear. You not hearing us. I really don't know. I really don't know. You're not hearing. All right. You're not hearing at all. You're not hearing at all. You're not hearing at all.
So I'm not hearing.
All right. Well.
So and
well,
you're hearing me, but you hearing me. I'm not hearing that thing going on from your end.
All right. Well, we got to do it another time, and we got to do it another time, and we'll have to hook up with him another day and another time, and sort out that. Right. So. Well, I don't know how to do that on his own because he had to do that. But right. So I would have sent you something, director. Let me get that picture there, please. Let me start the show so that I could clarify something, so that I can move on with my show tonight. And I'm not seeing it. No, I don't. No, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it.
I just heard
Right.
you there, bro.
You hear me
I just
now?
heard you. I'm hearing you now.
Right. Good. Thank the Lord.
Now I'm hearing you.
All right. I will mute my mic when you talking, right? So let's get down to it because I'm not seeing it, director. I'm not seeing it. All right. So let me just see if I get this thing here quick because I don't want to waste time on this thing. I'm not seeing it. Could I just get the picture up on the screen, please, director? I really do have the time and the patience, and I'm not seeing it. I really do have that time and that patience. But nevertheless, let me read out something here, Francis Paul.
Okay.
Let me just read out something here. So, the PNM General Council and all PNM, this is a letter that would have been sent out. So, I want people to carefully listen to this. PNM General Council and all PNM MPs, do not call me now, please. I don't want nobody calling me. Oh, shucks, man, I don't want nobody calling me. Well, you know I'm doing a program now. Oh, look, man. Right. So, PNM General Council and all PNM MPs unanimously support Penelope Beckles as opposition leader. For Spain, the People's National Movement unequivocally placed its full support behind the Honorable Penelope Beckles, Member of Parliament for Rima, as the next opposition leader of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. This decision follows the special meeting of the General Council held on Wednesday, 30th April 2025, at which it was unanimously agreed that MP Beckles should lead the PNM charge in the Parliament. This decision heralded a watershed moment for the PNM and for the Trinidad and Tobago, as it comes after deliberate and careful consideration. It acknowledges MP Beckles' experience, leadership, and commitment to the nation development and its presence to the nation, the People's National Movement first female leader of opposition. The letter of endorsement has been fully transmitted to the President of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. It emphasizes the collective endorsement of Ms. Beckles and bears the signature of all 13 of the elected members of Parliament of the People's National Movement. This move reinforced the PNM's continued dedication to the democratic process and the role of the opposition in the holding of the government accountable while providing alternative, effective solution for the people of Trinidad and Tobago. The People's National Movement remains committed to the best practice of democracy, good governance, accountability, and transparency. And it was end. Mr. Foster Cummins, General Secretary, and this letter was sent out on the 4th of May, 2025. So, and let me just get the letter here. Let me just get the letter here once and for all. And let me post it up here. Right, so it's now here. This is the letter here, and it bears the markings of, let's count it. So, Dominic Romain, Malaba Mousiga, Dr. Nayan Hospital East, St. Anne's East, the Simon Nobriega, Diego Martin Central, Marvin Gonzalez, Aruka Meloni, Aruka Lopino, Mr. Stuart Young, St. Anne's West, Mr. Brian Manning, San Fernando East, Camille Robinson Regis, Twin City, Maloney, Mr. Keith Scotland, Port of Spain South, Christian Birchwood, Laventille East, Mova, Hans Devines, Diego Martin West, Kareem Marcel, Laventille West, one is Diego Martin West and one is Laventille West, Kareem Marcel is Laventille West, and Colum Imbert, or Colum Imbert, Diego Martin Northeast. Those are the official signatures. Those are the official signatures, and I think it is time to move on. Don't you say so, Mr. Paul?
Well, we have only challenges. I like how you say that. The challenge is, in order for us to move on, we have to look at where we went wrong in order for us to move on. For last election, well, not the last election, in 2010, after we suffered a defeat similar to this, we just moved on. We just moved on. And we didn't do a post-analysis of what took place and why it took place. We blame one person and we blame Mr. Manning for it. And we didn't do a post-analysis. I remember the build-up to that election when Mr. Manning was calling on the party groups and the constituency, and everybody was saying, yes, constituency so-and-so, we ready. Constituency so-and-so, we ready. And back then, there was still a disconnect between the people on the ground, between the constituencies, constituency group, the constituency executive, and the members. And that's the same thing that happened recently, last week, because there was this disconnect. Because you can't tell me that we didn't have a disconnect and nobody knew what hit us on Monday. We should have seen that coming. We should have seen that coming. Had we been connected to the ground, we would have known what was taking place. You said that ghost party groups we have in place. No party group meeting. These party groups only come alive when it's executive election. They go and they pay up fees and they what have you. But in terms of the youth arm of the party, the women's league within the constituencies, when last they had meetings, what statement is coming from them? What are you hearing from them? Are they having barbecues? Are they having fundraisers? Are they having anything to ignite, engage the community? So moving forward, we need to move forward, but we still need to do a post-analysis, a post-mortem of where we went wrong, and then we could try to move forward. So we have, those are issues that we have to address We have to correct those issues. In addition to that, we have to let our MPs know that they have to come down on the ground. They get too high, Devon. They went up in the sky. My mother about saying, she said, birds fly high in the sky, but they must come down to drink water. And they must come down to do other things. So we had a level of arrogance about us, a level of air about us. The membership, the rank and file, the ministers who were in government was difficult to get onto them, difficult to reach them. They were so high and mighty. But now when it's election, everybody on the ground, everybody coming to meet you now. Everybody coming with hampers. They're bringing out gifts, all kind of things. Why we couldn't do that during the year? Why we couldn't do that all the time? Why we couldn't reach out to the membership? You know? So we have a lot of work to do. The Honorable Penny Beckles has a lot of work to do. We're willing to work with her, and let's take it from there. But we need still to do a post-analysis, a post-mortem of where we went wrong, and then chart a way forward. But by and large, we did create our problem. We, as a people, as a party, we established the disconnect. There was a party, there was the government separate from the party, because I always say the UNC in government is the UNC in government. The PNM in government is the government and the PNM. And that's the challenge we always have. The ministers and they separate themselves from the party.
Well, I think when they have the General Council or the convention, people will be allowed to talk at the convention, I believe. It's up to them whether or not if they want to talk or they don't want to talk, because people have an option to talk because the mic does be open, and it's up to people to say at that point in time what they think and what they don't think and how we're supposed to move forward. But nevertheless, there are some people who will still be, still having this thing that, nah, decide and who take this side and who take that side. But I think the time will come when we have the convention, which will happen very soon. I can tell you that, and because we have to deal with the leadership position in the party, and so that will happen, and I think we'll be able to move forward and build back the party as a strong unit for the next general election. But Mr. Paul, did you watch the opening? Did you not the opening? Did you watch the swearing ceremony of these ministers on Saturday? Did you have a chance to watch it or anything?
No, but I didn't watch it also. I didn't watch it.
Oh.
I didn't watch it. And I just saw some clips this morning on the news. But as we go before we go on to them, Devon, it's plus I think this morning I was reading on the newspaper where it's over 157,000 people stayed away from the polls. Our people in. I don't know if you know, did you notice that on today's newspaper, one of the dailies, the Sunday papers?
Do you have a next device close to you that you're listening?
No,
but do you have a next device that you're listening to next to the other device?
No, nothing is on. Just one device I'm using right now.
When I mute, I still get a feedback on your side,
No, there's no device on here. Yeah, there's no device on here, Devon.
Maybe on speaker. Or you on speaker?
Yeah. I took off the headset.
If you're putting your headphones, you will hear me.
Let me try.
If you're putting your headphones, you will hear me.
No, remember we were having a problem with here. Let me try it and see.
Try it and see now. Try it now and see.
Where and speak, Devon?
Right. So you hear me better now? Eh?
Where and speak, eh? No, I'm not hearing you.
You're not hearing me? You're not hearing at all? You hearing better now?
So then it could be my headset. Because I was saying you
All right.
something is
Let me go. Let me don't waste time.
start again.
So
Okay.
here it is. Let me don't waste time. So we have already dealt with that. Just mute your mic. Mute your mic with the mic.
Nothing about.
You not hear me? Right. So let me get the you not hearing still? You not hearing, Paul? All right, go out and come back again. Go out and come back again. Go out and come back again. All right, so when he solves that, then we will think. Well, so let me deal with this, you know, while he sorts out that. Let me get my thing here so that we can look at this thing here. Because here it is, and this is what I wanted to deal with tonight. I didn't want to deal with half of them things basically, but I wanted to deal with this. So here it is. Yeah. Let me just take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Let me just take a quick break.
Oh na 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 na, oh na 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 na, oh na 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 na, oh na 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 na, oh na 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 na, oh na 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 na. You've got to sow on your own, sow on your own, sow on your own. No, you've got to seek out the sky, yeah, seek out the sky, oh, seek out the sky. Well then you've got to see for yourself now, see for yourself now, wow, wow, wow. See for yourself if you want to learn how to. I said learn. Wings don't get strong, no, 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 until they're tested. And you still don't know, you don't know what your best is. Bye, bye, bye. You can't touch your dreams now if you don't take flight. Can you hear me now? Sometimes in this la 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 life you've got to fight for what's right. Come on and sow on your own, sow on your own, sow on your own. No, you've got to seek out the sky, yeah. Seek out the sky, yeah. Seek out the sky, yeah. Well then you've got to see for yourself now, see for yourself now, see for yourself if you want to, if you want to, if you want to.
Yeah. Apparently, the headphones that you have there, Paul, is not working. So let me go again. Let me see if we can deal with this, and if we not, we will have to rearrange and make another date and thing. Let me go. Paul? Well, there's now two of you.
Yeah, but I'm
All right, so let me kick out this one here and
hearing you
put
now.
it here. Right, so you ain't good now?
Hear me now, yeah, I'm hearing you.
Right, so let me go. So here it is. You know, let me just get the
You read the comments from your end, because I don't want a chance touching anything here to bump it off again. You read the comments
well,
from your
here
end
we
anyway.
do. Just mute your mic for the while. And when you talking, I will mute my mic so we will get our feedback. Right. So here it is. We have the various ministries that is one of the largest ministries, set of ministers and cabinet that we have now again in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. And what are your thoughts on this Ministry of Homeland Security and Ministry of Defense? What is your take on that? Let me get your thoughts on Minister of Homeland Security and Minister of Defense. Let me get your thought.
They're one right out of Donald Trump playbook. Right out of Donald Trump playbook. You saw the speech that was given by the opposition leader at the time when she said that she was sorry for certain things. And I was reading the speech and I was saying, but wait now, oh, that sounded like Evita Peron's speech so from Argentina. You know what's Evita Peron's speech from Argentina? Never knew that happened. Seriously, it was Evita Peron's speech. I don't know if you ever already listened to Evita, you saw the movie and you heard the song Don't Cry for Me Argentina. The whole woman speech, Evita Peron. Now we in government and we're gonna be put on all what happened in America. We just duplicating what happened. Means Homeland Security for real? Homeland Security. So you have two ministers, just you put them two just to collect money from the state. Last time you had a big cabinet, you come up with a next big cabinet again, and you say you learn your lesson. You learn your lesson from your mistakes. Come on, man. This look like a eat a food cabinet, but eat a food parliament. I mean, I don't like to use those terms, for it sounds so colloquial and so base and so bland. But that is exactly what they're doing, giving their friends an opportunity to collect a salary by giving them a Ministry of Defense and Ministry of Homeland Security. Egg and egg. 6.5 a dozen. So what Ministry of Defense is going to do?
No, because when I look at it, Paul, and I realize that she have a big ministry, she have a big cabinet, and not just a big cabinet, but you are going to change now the Ministry of National Security. You break it up into Ministry of Homeland Security, and then you have Ministry of Defense. Then you're bringing back Ministry of the People, but you still have social development and the other parts of it. Then you bring Ministry of Culture and Sports, and then you have Youth Affairs separate. And one wonders that this wasn't the same administration, the same opposition that spoke about millions of dollars will be spent. Millions of dollars will be spent on changing the national emblem when they put in the pan, and they were talking about this could cost us nearly $400 and $500 million to change the emblem. And here it is, we see now, you have all these new ministries, or Ministry of Justice coming back in, and all these new things. Wouldn't it not cost over nearly $1 billion to change all of this now? Let me get your thoughts on that.
Devon, once they are not the ones doing it, once they are not the ones doing it, we'll always be crying wolf. So now it's okay for them to do it, but it wasn't okay for the PNM to do it. And the PNM didn't do that. We had a small cabinet. When we came in, we streamlined the ministries to ensure that we did not have a big cabinet as much as large as they had when they were in power. And they spoke about the size of the cabinet then. They spoke about the size of the cabinet that we had. And now you come on, you have an extra large cabinet just to ensure that everybody, well, then you could have said everybody get a ministry. Is every friends and family and everybody who associated with the coalition will get a ministry.
But
But we wait and see.
there's
We
this
wait and see.
person.
Wait and see how effective they will be. Wait and see how effective they'll be.
Well, I'd rather wait and see how effective it will be in Opal because I'm seeing the same playbook from 2010 just reoccurring in 2025. Because here it is. You spoke about the pan, and you didn't want the pan included in the national emblem. In that, you didn't want it at all. And then now, you had all kind of different people coming to talk about the cost. Now here it is, you have to now go and change all the ministry names. You have to change all the letterheads of these various ministries. Then you also, the vehicles had to change the names. Who stands to benefit from that? Are they now seeing an avenue for where they can take money from the treasury and they're using this to justify to siphon that money out of the treasury for the partners and the friends?
Well, Devon, remember they said they're going to create jobs, you know. So those are avenues for new job creation. New ministries will be headed by new ministers, and new ministers have to have new staff, and therefore you need to have new drivers, you need to have more vehicles. Logistics is that
We're not hearing you too clear. You come closer, Paul.
the logistic is that you're going to create 50,000 new jobs. So I guess the new jobs would have started.
Check your volume on your system. The volume went down a little bit.
The volume is up, I guess, because and back on probably causing it.
Right, go ahead.
You hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead. You went.
Where we went to?
Right, you go ahead.
Where we went to? I'm looking for you. I'm not seeing you. Are you?
No, I hear you. You go ahead. You're not hearing, Paul? All right.
Are you hearing me?
All right, so Mr. Paul is getting a little problem there. Go ahead, Paul.
Yeah, sorry about that. You hear me?
Check your volume.
You hear me now?
You may need to put your phone on do not disturb because somebody must be calling you and allowing the volume to drop.
Yeah, probably that. I have it on do not disturb. I have that on.
Right. So now we hear you know. Go ahead.
Okay, sorry about that. So they are creating avenues to create new jobs, and then remember that will be added in to say all these new jobs were created. Remember the amount of schools they said they had built between 2010 to 2015, and we couldn't find the schools, and they said they had created so much jobs, and they counted every avenue, every piece of job, every temporary job, everything, to add up in the volume that they said they created X amount of jobs when they were in office. So it has started.
So if this is a payback to the financiers in a technical way, are we seeing history going to repeat itself again with the United National Congress just masking itself under the whole scenario of coalition of interests? Is it the interest of the people or is it the interest of the financiers have to get back the money that you're owing me with interest? Is it that?
Then when you remember it was in 2010 to 2015 was the PP partnership, where it was UNC, basically. And it's the coalition of UNC. So no matter what name they call it, no matter if they baptize it 3 times in the water, it's still UNC. So the others who are in the coalition of interest will soon recognize that it is the UNC. Same pace. They can't hide. It's still UNC.
But what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on I don't know why people calling me at this time, you know. Paul. Not you, Paul, and next Paul.
Oh,
I don't know
I know I
why.
wasn't called it. It wasn't this Paul.
Yeah, but tell me something. What are your thoughts on Munilal? Munilal, Minister of Energy and Ministry of Energy and Energy Industries. Is it a good fit for there? And why shouldn't put him back in Ministry of Housing?
That's where the money is, everyone. Ministry of Energy is where the money is. I don't think he's a right fit for Ministry of Energy. He should have been more in Ministry of Labor. That's where his expertise in. I don't see him as being a Minister of Energy and being qualified and fit for that. They could have gotten somebody who been exposed and who was more qualified in the Ministry of Energy and in terms of international relations, because Ministry of Energy you would have to interact with foreign countries and foreign companies, and his department doesn't speak well to in the, but I hope he would have improved over the years. Over the years in opposition, I hope he would have improved. But that's not a right fit for that ministry. I thought they would have brought back Ramnarain.
But here it is, you are dealing with a man who was called in the court would have said that these fellas, because he's part of the EMBD scandal and also tied up in the court in this particular matter. Why has she chosen to bring back this man, put him in a Ministry of Energy, when she knows for a fact that Munilal is before the court to answer charges of cartel-like behaviors?
The deputy political leader.
I just don't get it.
Is he not the deputy political leader of the party? Is he not still a deputy political leader of the party? Is he not still a deputy political leader of the party?
Well, yeah, but himself, just how she told Jack to go and play your name and come back, she didn't tell Munilal to go and play your name and come back, but she gave him a big position as Minister of Energy and Energy Industries. Isn't that not a slap in the face and the people who would have voted for them in this election?
Well, the people, they knew what they were getting into, you know. Remember, they knew that they were in the sidelines waiting. And I told them that the face that they were seeing on the campaign trail is not the face they will see after the campaign is over and time to step into the office. You will see a different face, and now they're seeing the face of the UNC. This coalition of interests would soon recognize that it's a coalition of the UNC.
So it is good for one to go and clear the name, but it's not good for the next one to go and clear the name too. Like basically,
Well, I guess
we'll be telling the
yesterday was
nation.
yesterday. Yesterday was yesterday, and today is today.
So she hated them that one.
Yeah,
But
yesterday was
when she
yesterday, and
talks
today is
about
today.
coal,
That was years ago. So
today is today.
now with a whole new dispensation now.
But
That's what you will get coming through, you know.
she
No
talks
matter how
about,
you try, that's what you're gonna get coming through.
but even self, when you look at even Barry Panarat, she puts Barry Panarat in the office of the Prime Minister, and she gives Barry Panarat Ministry of Public Utilities. What is that? I don't understand. Isn't this not the same man who would have been given money and couldn't be accounted for in terms of contract, and now you give him a ministry and put him close to you in the ministry of the office of the Prime Minister to be close to you? What is that?
When you forgetting that this is the UNC and it's not the PNM. You're forgetting this is the UNC. You talking about ministries and people who are been alleged to been accused of certain things and they still getting ministry. This is the UNC, you know, where you have anything goes. Standard and regulations outside of the window. We operate like renegade. Just the manner, because remember somebody was saying, just the way you campaign is the way you will govern. The way you campaign is the way you will govern. And you campaign recklessly and you campaign lawlessly, and so therefore, what do you expect about? I didn't expect anything better. I didn't watch it because I wasn't expecting any surprises coming forward in the appointment of ministers in various ministries.
Well, we're going to see Mr. Leroy Batiste, and he moved from PSA to now the Ministry of Labor, Small and Micro Enterprise Development. I don't know how is that going to work out, because if it is that you're blanking, if it is that 400 workers going home from WASA, 400 workers were told do not report for work on Monday, and he is appointed as the Minister of Labor, and he is also from WASA. Isn't this not some kind of, I don't want to say, how, let me rephrase because I don't want them to say that we insinuating anything here. I don't want them to say that we insinuating anything here. No, I'm not surprised, Mr. Thomas. I'm not surprised. But what gets me mad is that Leroy Batiste was a manager in WASA, and 400 workers today is now on the breadline because some HR department told them do not report for duty on Monday. So they are not to report for duty on Monday. He is the Minister of Labor now. He was from the same WASA. That Felicia Thomas is now the president of PSA and from that same section. Is this a game playing out that by Felicia Thomas and this and Leroy Batiste? What say you on that?
When we are seeing a repeat of 2010 to 2015. Remember they had Labour had joined up with them, the PV partnership. Labour had joined up with them.
Yes.
What difference did they make? What difference did they make? What contribution? What could Labour boast about in that 5 years that they were able to see significant changes come to the labour market, come to the labour industry? And you had Labour who had joined up with the partnership at the time. As a matter of fact, it was so bad that the Labour bust out on the earlies. After 2 years, the whole thing fell apart and MSJ pulled out, OWT pulled out. But you see, some people just like to be beaten, just like licks, and they went back in there again with their eyes wide open. So you don't expect anything different. They have not learned their lesson. They have not learned their lesson. So therefore, it has always been a challenge, even worldwide. Look at Poland and other countries. There has always been a challenge when Labour team up with other parties to form government. Labour always suffers. Labour always suffers because Labour has to compromise. And compromising, who will suffer the most? Those who are depending on the Labour leaders, the union leaders, to stand up in their corner. So they have to take a side. Either you take a side of the party you're supporting, or you take a side of Labour. But you can't support both. You can't support both. There can't be a dichotomy in it. So then that is what creates the problem. So either your allegiance to the Labour movement, to your workers, or your allegiance to the party. And if the party's directive is to get rid of certain, they want to minimize or they want to downsize the labor force. What are you going to do? Going to stand up and protest with the labor? You can't do that because you're a minister. You're part of the government. So that is the challenge. It's always been a compromise, and the compromise has always been labor against this thing. So that's why the other unions did not associate themselves with the coalition of interest, because they knew there was coming a time when they would have to march for their interests. And they know that the coalition of interest would not represent their interests because they have experienced that before.
And let me give you some breaking news that just came into me. Some breaking news that just came into me is that the URP department is now under attack again. The
Well, they did it
URP
in 2010.
department now. Eh?
They did it in 2010. I expect them to do it in 2025. You had to
Well,
take them to court.
under attack.
You had to take them to court where that court matter was settled in 2012 or 2013. It was settled in
No,
the
the
industrial
court
court. You had
was
to take them to
settled
court.
in 2016 or 2017 that the PNM administration had to pay all the money because the UNC did the workers an injustice, and they apparently seems to be going back to do the same thing again, because here it is. Just today, you know, I got a phone call, and workers within the URP were being told, do not submit no workforce, and tell them people to get out of the office. Get out of the office. We come in Monday morning to remove them from the office in the URP. So here it
But that's
is, we're going
expected
to
in
have.
number one. That should not be surprising when the government change. That is expected. We expect that. But we also expect when UNC win, everybody wins. That was their slogan. When UNC win, everybody wins.
Who's everybody?
When UNC win, everybody wins. Supposed to be when and Vita Peron said that the decisions will be made differently, the things will be handled differently. Vita said that.
Well, I don't know how they're going to be. So, if what we are seeing is history repeating itself again, if what we are seeing is history repeating again in this country, then then the PNM has to prepare itself for governance sooner than later. I'm not hearing you. Your mic muted.
It's a coalition of interest, you know.
Right, go ahead.
But whose interest? A coalition of interest. Nobody ever asked question whose interest? It's whose interest. I gotta think about whose interest.
Well, I don't know where they're going to get the money from to do all of this thing, because they don't want no property tax. Sorry. They don't want no property tax. The
money will come from Venezuela.
You're going to remove taxes from many things, as they say, and depend on somewhere between Trinidad and Tobago and Guyana.
Well, there will be a collaboration between Guyana and Suriname, and of course, they would encourage Trump to invade Venezuela and use Trinidad as a landing port. And then, of course, the deal will be back on the table because they will beat up Maduro. They will beat up Maduro and lock up Maduro, beat him up, and they will take the oil. When they do that now, Rubio and they will get a free reign, and the new leader will come in and they will get an opportunity to the Dragon deal to come back on the table.
So wait now. So what are you trying to tell me, Francis Paul, is that KAMLA Basa and this administration, this coalition, well, the UNC, in fact, I ain't calling no coalition again. I'm talking about, yes, Val did call me and tell me about, and So they want to use Trinidad and Tobago. They make a deal with, so they would have made a deal with the US government for America to invade Venezuela in 2025.
I'm just being mischievous. Don't quote me on that. I'm just being mischievous. But I find
No,
it's
no,
very
no, but
suspect of Rubio. I find Rubio was very quick to give congratulations to the government and say that they have the expertise of the new leader and how they're willing to work with them and what have you. Rubio was very, very, very quick on his feet. And Rubio was operating out of Miami. And this government has certain interest people, lobby groups operating in Miami. So I'm just saying, Devon, I'm just speculating here. Who are the interest groups that were lobbying Rubio in Miami over the past couple of months? Who are the interest groups? I'm just speculating here, Devon, just speculating.
No, I find it very, very strange because if what we are speculating, because I'm watching, we are going with the Ministry of Homeland Security. You take the America thing, you take Ministry of Defense, that is another American thing. Isn't that we're going to see now a mini Pentagon being built in somewhere in central Trinidad? That we're going to say now that's the Pentagon for the Ministry of Defense? Unmute your mic, now, man.
There's no here, we have a Langley down here. There's no here, we have a Langley.
No, because I find it very strange. Ministry of Home Defense, everything that America has, she has now brought it to Trinidad, and we are seeing where she's now saying scrap the Dragon deal. They don't want it. They don't want the Dragon deal anymore. So where she's going to get the money to pay the 10%, where she's going to try to find money to pay or to do anything basically when this country is more on oil and gas, where she's going to get it, where she's going to get
money will team up with Guyana and Suriname, and then of course the deal will be back on the table when Maduro gets incarcerated.
Oh.
But then I got to run because I have something to do. I can't be here too long again, so I have to run out on you.
All right, well, no problem. We will join you. You can join us again on another date, but don't worry yourself, and we'll bring you back. Don't worry yourself, Francis Paul.
And then we, of course, we have a better system, and we'll be able to chat with the viewers in the chat box. We'll be able to read the chat.
Right.
And this
Well,
time
no
on
problem.
this
But
platform.
thanks again for being on tonight. And
you're most welcome.
We will see.
You're most welcome, Devon. Thank you so much for having me.
All right. So here it is. Well, I don't understand that, see then, huh? I don't understand that. How are we talking rabbit talk? How are we talking rabbit talk? I don't understand that. Explain that to me. Explain that to me. And how is propaganda? How that is propaganda? You see, I just keep telling people will start to show themselves, you know. People will start to show themselves easy, but easy, but easy. That's why I just sit down and I just observe. I just observe. Because here it is. You can't tell me who said Trump not moving on Maduro. Who said that? Who saying that, Ms. Quashi? Because everything that KAMLA predecessor was regurgitating was from what Donald Trump said. Everything. So who said that Trump is not moving on Maduro? And he imposed sanctions, he imposing all these things on him. Who said that? She using everything that Donald Trump said. Geopolitics, okay. Kamala Persaud was calling on United States government to impose sanctions on sitting members of parliament and even the government of Trinidad and Tobago. It was the same thing that Guaido in Venezuela did with his own government in terms of calling on America to do the same thing to impose sanctions in which America did. So tell me, what is different there? Tell me, the only thing that is different is that America did not impose sanctions on the sitting ministers, but what they did is impose the tariff war, the tariff on Trinidad and Tobago, which is 10%. So now we have to pay more to import and do certain types of business. So let me be real. We're telling about geopolitics is different to the Trinidad politics, you know. It's everything Kamala is copying from what yeah, but we got the tariff. We got tariff. And for what? And for what? Let me see if I get on. Good evening. Let me see if I get you a little out here. Good evening. Go ahead.
Good night, Mr. Fearless Warrior.
Good evening.
Right. My name is Renison Jeffrey. This is the post of the Workers' Rights Platform.
Right.
Right? I hear you on social media. One of the main reasons that one of the main obstructions, for want of a better word, that caused PNM to lose the election is based on the fact that this weak social media presence that I have. Now, we would have seen a lot of things on social media that, that could have been debunked. But the mere factor that the internal mechanism did not understand how social media works is one of the greatest downfall that would have taken place. Now, some of the times we see some of the things we try to debunk some of the things on them. But it was all in vain because, I mean, the calculations that would have taken place behind the scene, I mean, we just catch up to it just on the brink of election. And that was a little poor. I ended my contribution. I was amazed to see what I see here tonight. I mean, it is give the contribution all the time. I just look at the show all the time. Some of it, it's mandatory that we look at the show to see the kind of commentary that they bring in and probably provide arguments to rebut some of it. But I need to step up for a game with that discussion. It was unfortunate that the PNM lost some strong seats. Some of the MPs and them was doing a very good work. But the amount of misinformation that they have outside it that is opposing to what you are doing here now, doing your greatest service. And I'm going to give a word of advice. There's a book that I call Propaganda that was written by Edward Willis. That is something I believe that the core of the party should continue to. So otherwise, you may not stand a chance as to what that's going forward now. And that's my contribution tonight. Keep up the good work and continue, sir.
All right. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. That was the host of Workers' Rights. And what basically he was saying is that the PNM would have lost the battle with the social media. And so they need to step up the game on that, I can tell you that. And they didn't debunk plenty of the things basically, and it's only in the last stages of it that they try to do that. And so I understand that, and I am well aware that of that. I'm well aware of that, and that is why the party is putting the mechanisms in place now, because they realize the weakness that has taken place, and they're going to try to fix that. Let me see who else is calling here. Good night, caller.
Good night, everyone. Are you live still? I was watching the program. You're still live?
Yeah, I'm still live. When?
All right. I want to say good night to you. Good night to your listeners. Good night to your co-host. Is he still there?
No, he had to run.
All right. No, I came in late, but I was able to catch a lot of what content of your program. Now, I would like to make my contribution with respect to your last piece of topic, which is why the PNM government laws. Now, Devon, you know who's speaking to you here right now, right?
Yes.
I'm a community person first. I'm a former alderman. I'm a UNC activist.
Right.
Now, I am one who had spoken out against my party and with respect to how they campaign and their promises. Now, let me tell you something, Devon. Let me tell you something, the reason why PNM and people must be real out here. Number one, the UNC lost government in 2015 because of allegation of corruption. Am I correct?
Yes.
So there was a ground support of those undecided voters and the PNM voters, especially with Section 34. They came out and others supported Dr. Rowley for leadership of the governance, which means they gave over the mandate of governance to the PNM. Remember that, right?
Yes.
About 2015.
Yes.
Now, when they go back to history, and that is where the problem started. And if PNM activists are true to the said, they will recognize they are the ones, and some of their ministers that caused the government to get out of power. Now, listen, when Dr. Rowley won that night, his speech was he no longer prime minister for his party alone. Election is over, and I quote his word, he is a prime minister for the entire Trinidad and Tobago. Did he make that speech?
Yes.
Right. Now, what has happened now? I'm a person, I'm on the ground. Now, remember, the People Partnership just lost power, and there are people who, some of them who were supporting the People Partnership, like COP and thing, they went back to their home, which is the PNM, because nobody can say they were not PNM members who went over to COP, and there are COP members who left and went back to the PNM. So after that victory now, things started to happen. The first problem was there are ministers in that government who are appointed, and they were very greedy. And if you're afraid to call them out, people on the ground know, and they didn't want to say is not that they currently. Now, for instance, they had local government reform in my community, right? And that was with Frankie Khan, the former chairman of the party, and Mr. Franklin Khan, that was not in my community, but in the constituency. Mr. Khan, I remember he had stated that through local government reform, one of the benefits to the community would be whenever there is a project in your community, you who are registered contractors, small especially, will be able to benefit from project. Wasn't that one of the promise?
Well, I can't say, but go ahead, Bola.
Okay, right. What we have seen happen, I could speak from experience. You telling me someone who's a minister, right? The contract to clean grass in a community, he have it. The contract to pick up the open tree rubbish, he have it. The contract to build the community center that we have been for a long time, he get it. And furthermore, employment would not given to the people in the community. You understand? So what was happening is that these people were getting contract and giving it to the friends. I could tell you the edible towers. There was nobody from 500 got employment in that towers. Yet still, you have people who were alleged in corruption on people partnership and that eating for getting contract under the PNM and they now subcontract to people who not even from now tell me when you are seeing a blatant project and by me this project was cost overrun under Mr. Manning. The People Partnership didn't continue it, but the former government started to continue, and yet still, you telling me Spanish people working on the project and you living in the community can get job. So you didn't expect people to vote against that? Hmm? Another thing, Donna Cox. She was one of the main reasons people turn away from supporting that party. You take up ministry, and whereas under Glenn Ramadan Singh, right? You had operation. He took his ministry and he had a direct contact with the people. I don't know if you remember, he came out with his ministry team. He was going into hills like Lavandel and the community, and he had something called direct contact. So whereas you know who wasn't able to access program through that ministry, right? You would have been able to go where he bring the program. People were signing up. People were being assessed. So there was a direct contact and impact with the people. Under her ministry, you have an issue. And with from experience, you have an issue. You get flooded out. When you apply, you have to go to the disaster management unit in the area, which takes almost 2 weeks to come to visit your thing. When they come, if you clean it up, they're telling you have to keep it just how it was. If you get flood out, you have to take out pictures. They come and they assess you. It takes almost 2 years before you get anything from the ministry. When you do good in the ministry now, a little 10,000 rand, they're telling you they're not going to repay back your TV because it's a luxury item.
Well, Bola, um, the people saying that they're not hearing a little too, they're not hearing you too clear. So I had a thought of something, and
Well, I am speaking to you so you could sort it out. But what I'm saying is that there were people in the governance, the government were undermining the government. They were not delivering to the people. Another problem too, the ministers of local government was very weak. You can't tell me you have a minister of local. The first one was Mr. Um, Kazim Hussein. What was Kazim Hussein's track record as Minister of Local Government? You tell me. What was his track record? They handed over to um, this other one, the former Minister of Attorney General. To date, what was his track record, Alwari, as the Minister of Local Government? You go back and check it. And these were people in that government that were in touch on the ground with the people. Local government is a machinery where any government in power supposed to have and use to deal with issues on the ground and the activists on the ground too, and anybody on the ground, anybody, whether you're a member of the party or not, to gain, in other words, to assist your party to get back in power. Remember the time with Danrat Singh and others, Carlos John. Why you think UNC was able to get back in power with these men at the helm of local government? Because of the individual that they were, and they were in touch, just like Jared Narayan. Jared Narayan was a member, a local government minister of the PNM, and Jared Narayan was a down-to-earth person. person. These are the people that you need to have in government. People who are down to earth, people who could really different people, people who you call them. If you see them on the road, they have an issue and they cannot see them in the ministry, they will stand up and talk to you. And too much of them was tush. They was tush. And next thing too is the URP program. You tell me when Dr. Rowley went, nobody who's not a PNM party who like to get a job in URP. When you go to the URP office, they're telling you you are UNC, no work here. These things were happening in that person as well. He was head of the program. Ask him how many people who were not party holders of PNM were able to get employment. Not even in the community, you see a URP job. All the social programs, CPEP, URP, and all those things were given to party activists. How do you expect people from other party, people who are undecided voters, to vote for you when
Yeah, and well, I know a number of people. I know of a number of people may not have been able to hear. Yeah, well, we will sort out that. We will sort out that as soon as we are having a little problem with the song, with the song. But I am moving on. At the convention, people will be able to give their views on the particular yeah, people will be able to give the views on that particular thing. But I am dealing with this whole wastage of money as soon as Kamla Prasad Bisesa comes into office. Really and truly. And today, just today, I saw the helicopter was in full flight. The helicopter was in full flight from the Queen's Park Savannah, taking off and heading south. So the helicopter is now being used as a transporter from Port of Spain to San Fernando again. Well, down in the area. So here it is. The helicopter is there. I don't know joint exercise was going on. It was the helicopter was basically being taking up people from in the savannah and heading down southwards. Well, we will sort out that this week, and we'll have the system back up and running this week so that you will be able to hear the callers a little better. Well, let me tell you something, eh? Dean Rodney, I don't know. Some you can't please or hear all it is at the time. But I'm telling you all that this Kamala administration, this UNC masking under the coalition of interests is going to play the same game that we saw in 2010 to 2015. We are going to see history repeating itself again in 2025. And when thousands and thousands of people are now being put on the breadline and being told by UNC operatives, even WASA, UNC operatives who sit in the HR department of WASA, telling 400 young people that they have to go home before any termination letter or anything came out. Up to now, these workers have not been given a termination letter, but HR department telling the workers, don't bother to show up for work. URP workers are now under threat again. And you are seeing the same thing over and over and over again. But as I said, and I'll say it again, for the workers and all the workers, please get in contact with me. And if we have to line up the lawyers, we have to line up all the people we waiting. If we have to go and stand in front of WASA in solidarity, because let me tell you something, I don't care whether people say yes or no, people look for that, and that's not my business. My thing is, there's going to be people who are going to be put on the breadline. The chairman of WASA, the chairman, as far as I was told, when the chairman spoke, the chairman said he knew nothing of that. The chairman knew nothing of that. But Daniela, let me tell you something. If people want to sit down behind a keyboard and people don't want to stand up and fight against oppression in this country, against the same dirty, stinking, nasty UNC, then why can do that? You see, when I come and I stand up, if anybody see Fearless Warrior and what Fearless Warrior signed is be in the back, it will be justice. And if I have to stand up and fight with the people of Trinidad and Tobago against this administration, then I will do it. And I don't make no matter about it. Or they don't know me, you know. I don't fear them, you know. Trust me. Because when I take my stand and I go out there, I go out there standing on principle, not on bacchanal and standing behind no computer and hiding. I just go out there and get the work done. So when are the people and them, because the chairman, when I listen to the chairman, what the chairman said, when I listen to what the chairman said, and I listen carefully, the man said he was not aware. He said, go and talk to HR. HR is the people is who was dealing with that. And no such directive came to the board. You want me to get the thing and I'll play for you. I listened to them carefully. So if they want to come, they can come. Take it calm. But we know the chairman and them will resign. We know that. That is a given. Them is board appointment. I'm not talking about the appointments. I am talking about the individual, the ordinary worker who would have been having a contract, and you terminate the people contract based on what? What did you terminate it on? And there must be grounds for why you terminating people contract. I put aside the politics. I deal with the issue. That is what I deal with. And if we can't go past the politics and look at the issue that thousands of people are going to be on the breadline, then I don't know. God help us. God seriously help us. The boards, I know the boards of them have to go. All the board members have to go. The diplomats them have to fly back in. Everybody have to go. We know that. Them is from board level. Chairmen, you name it. Corporate secretaries, they have to go. We know that. I am not dealing with that. I am dealing with the average man being told you are going home. And for what? Because somebody perceived that he is PNM. When over 102,000 people. Don't say that, Selena. Because 102,000 people did not go out there and vote. So we can't say and cast aspersions to continue to say that the people didn't vote for that. Come on. Let me be real. I don't mix matters. I don't mix matters. I will defend those workers that need the help and the support. I am not talking about no board directors. They know they have appointment. Right. But at the end of the day, I deal with that. Who vexed? They lost. Because at the end of because when it comes down to this, if you don't want to stand up and deal with the situation whereby you're going to have an administration that is going to play the whole corruption game over and over, and you want to sit down and you don't want to stand up against corruption, then I can do like everybody, be quiet, don't have nothing to say, stay in my silo, and I good. I can be real good, but I really don't know this worrying. I don't mix matters, and me and freedom. And in 5 years, I had to deal with the madness that they are going to portray and continue to portray. But I'm not going to sit down and allow them to walk over me. I'm not going to do that. For those who want to pack up and leave like them, I fighting for my country, regardless of whether a party in opposition, I will do it. I will fight for the people who are on the ground, the average worker. I will do it. And I don't have to hide, because people who know me will know that I have put my life on the line in this politics already, and still putting my life on the line in this politics. So all who want to play, they're hiding and they're thinking, and no, I just come out and fight the fight. Well, if I have to fight the UNC, and you want to sit down Kwashi and watch the UNC do what I had to do, I have a generation that I have to fight for. I have a generation that I have to fight for. If you don't want me to beat up on them, I will beat up on them. That's my rights. And I will fight for democracy. That's why I call Dauntless defenders of good governance. That's why it's called Dauntless defenders of good governance. Because when there's no good governance, chaos rules. So if you want to do that, then fine. But don't tell me that I must not. I don't want to follow with nobody, you know. Because one thing I've learned in this politics, and it's not knowing the politics, not knowing this politics. Those who say that they love you, watch them. Those who say that they'll be there for you, watch them. Because when you call on half of them to come out, you will see the true ones walking through the door. And the ones who are not there for you, they're staying home and saying that we're there for you in spirit. As if they're there in spirit to do anything. I don't mix matters, you know. I don't mix matters. So I know this playbook. I know this. I know the politics. Not knowing the politics. So I will go out there and I will fight, because my party needs me. And I will fight for my party, the institution called the People's National Movement. That is what I will fight for. The People's National Movement. And to rebuild the party, but fight for good governance. That is what I will fight for. Good governance. We know how the population is in this country. We know how it is. If Moses gonna lead the people out of bondage, lead the people out of the bondage, but sometimes you don't give up. Because if God had given up on half of we be dead long time. And that's the whole thing about forgiveness. forgiveness. Because while some people may have tried, because when I called the call and I said for people to come out, there are those who stayed home because they're upset, they're vexed. Okay, they want to do that. But 1.1 million people, 300 and something thousand voted for them. But what about the rest of the population? Well, those who voted for Barabbas, which I tell you, they didn't really vote for no Barabbas, because we saw what we saw, and those numbers didn't show that the people voted for Barabbas. It showed that they just stayed their ass home. Well, I don't know. Tomorrow I will be at the press conference tomorrow. Tomorrow I will be at the press conference tomorrow. And I will try my utmost best to bring it to you live. And I'm going to ask some questions, and trust me, because I don't know what the press conference is all about, but I can only ask questions based on what the press conference is all about. So I will be there tomorrow to bring it, and they say at 10 o'clock. Well, I know Mr. Stuart Young does start his press conference early, so I am going to be there to bring it to you live. Yes, Boston, you're live. Yeah. The system is giving a little trouble, so we're trying to sort it out, and as soon as we sort it out, by tomorrow we should be back up and running. Yeah, I know who's talking to me. What I'm saying is that we are live. Yes, we are live. So, and the system is giving a little trouble. So I'll call you back if there's anything. So, well, I don't know anything about no people voting for no coalition, because them numbers what I saw there for election, and if people watch the numbers, it just don't add up. Because 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, I don't think that nobody that get 8,000, 9,000 in any one of them. But just like anybody, people have their thing. Let us wait tomorrow, hear what the man has to say, and then we can take it from there. Right? We have to wait and see what will take place, and we will take it from there. Well, at this point in time, I'm making it very clear, and I'm saying what I have to see. Whoever is the opposition leader at this point in time, just like how I supported Mr. Stuart Young, SC, I am supporting Miss Penelope Beckles at this point in time. Until further notice, then I will then support whoever when the convention comes. So I don't know what meeting people talking about. I don't know. I have no knowledge about no meeting. Well, they'll have to see. So people, workers are going to be sent home. And we are hearing that a number of things are going to be squashed. We have to push back. We have to stand the grounds against this oppression that is going to take place. Fight, build our party to get back into office to bring good governance. I sent the call out, and there was a good friend of mine, a colleague of mine, who once was on the on a program with me, and we do have program on Saturday. On Saturdays at 9 a.m. 9 to 12, and she is in Trinidad. Miss Cheryl Taylor is in Trinidad. She came down for the election to vote. Imagine that. She's flying the country to vote. And she is going to be on the program this week. She's going to be on the program this week. And, well, a day in this week. And we are glad to have her back at home, where she understood the importance of coming to vote in this election. Well, I don't know why people are speculating. Let me not speculate. Let me not speculate. I think I am very much optimistic that the press conference, maybe to clear the air on something that the UNC would have done and try to push back in terms of this whole dragon deal. I am just saying, but I do not think that the man is going. I don't know what people get in this thing, but he's gonna resign and all them things. No. And we have to stand with the party. Mr. Stuart Young is a team player, and we move forward. Well, I am not standing with that, but yeah, I believe it's more that to clear up that whole issue with gas and with the Grenadier matter and all them different things, because he would have been the expert in that field and would have dealt with signing the agreement that KAMLA Prasad Bisesa and them now pussyfooting with and talking as of foolishness. So I am believing that and who knows? Yes, it had people who did do that, Miss Val, and we still back Mr. Rowley, and he became the political leader, and now we have to move forward. Anti-cam go shut down the world, shut down the provision of the camps. We should get in officer, Mr. Mangan, I don't know why it is think that, but I don't know. I don't know why it is think that. I just can't go down the race road. But nevertheless, why you wouldn't have a person for that, Mr. David? Because what they're putting out is misinformation in the public domain. And if they're putting out misinformation in the public domain, he has to clear it up, because what they are trying to make people believe is that the deal, like it was signed by them when it wasn't signed by them. So he has to clear it up and state what the deal is all about, because what Munilal is going in the Ministry of Energy and Energy Industry to do is a witch hunt to see if it had any corruption and all them different things, and it had none. So I don't know, and to see what deal sign and all them different things, so he could come and when you do hear the shout, he will pay for his mouth again. So we are just speculating. Let us wait on tomorrow. And tomorrow I will be there at the press conference. I'm going to work with my colleague. So I'll be working with my colleague, and they can't keep none of them promises. They've done reneging on the promises already. They've done reneging on the promises. They can't give the 10%. They can't even give the 10%. So we are going to see. Let me just see something here. Well, I want to tell you that. I want to tell you that tomorrow. Later after the show. So well, let me say something about this. Let me say something about this. Let me say something about this. I don't know, Mr. Walcott, Mr. Well, I don't know, Miss Walcott. I don't know who gave Miss Primus the authority to speak on behalf of the party. I don't know who did that. Miss Primus does not have the authority to speak on behalf of the party. If Miss Primus is making her statement, she is making her statement based on herself and not the party. So whoever she is talking on, whoever she's speaking on behalf of, I don't think she's talking on behalf of the party, she's talking on behalf of herself. So she has that, she wants to talk out and say what she has to say. But last time I checked, they would have made it very clear that the party has a PRO and the PRO is still in the position, and it is the PRO who is supposed, either the PRO or the political leader is the one who's supposed to be speaking on behalf of the party. Well, if you all want me to file a no confidence motion, a no confidence letter against her, I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that. So I will, if it is that you all bring it and we sign it, we could, yes, put it forward and let them look at it and pull her in and rein her in with the foolishness that she's carrying on with. If Jennifer Baptiste Primus has to be reined in, let her be reined in. I don't have a problem with that. Just sign the letter. And it will be sent, because it has to stop. It has to stop. And for Ms. Primus to be making them kind of statements about go home and just as when I told a person who was disrespectful to a former minister, I am saying it to Ms. Jennifer Primus. That level of disrespect must not be allowed to continue at this point in time in the party. The party needs to heal, and it cannot continue to be making statements that are uncalled for. As a member of the party, yes, because I'm a member of the party, if I have to get the letter drafted and we then present it, we must present it. But Ms. Jennifer Baptiste Primus must not be allowed to continue making them kind of statements in the public domain. No, it's not called for. It's not called for. And that is why the sooner we get our act together, the better for the party. The party needs to heal, and we need to move on. And that's the problem. They're going to behave worse than 2010. So, or you draft the letter, and we could deliver the letter by this week to reprimand her. And so that we have the PRO speaking on behalf of the party and not somebody who wants to talk on behalf of the party but always speaking out of turn, that causing more problems in the party. So when are you ready to bring the letter? I don't have a problem with that. Me, I always tell people straight up. Nobody ain't going to make me feel inferior more than myself. So whether people vex with the stand that we are taking tonight, who vex lost. But the stupidness had to stop because they couldn't do that under certain people. Because I don't get really long time and dealt with. So we will deal with it. And I know that there are people who will be running to tell her, hey, they're talking about you, they're talking about you. We have to send a strong message. And if she's there tomorrow and I can talk to her personally, I will talk to her personally. But it has to stop. It has to stop. The PRO is the person supposed to be making the statement. Let the PRO make the statement. Well, I just watch, trust me, because sometimes you see the numbers going up and then come back down because they're making phone calls to call she and tell she, hey, they're talking about you. There's internals coming up. I don't know about oil, but I don't think that nobody is supposed to bring no team. Nobody is supposed to bring no team. Let the party heal. Let those who want to offer up themselves, and you have individuals going up against individuals. And let me build back the party now. Let me build the institution and continue to build this institution that we have. No teams. We don't want no more teams. This team thing mash me up. It mash me up bad, 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 bad. If people saw what went on that night, when people was crying, when people saw people crying, you know, this is all some people know, And if we continue this pathway that we continue to go down and don't mend and heal, it will cost us in the long run. That's what I tell you. All hands on deck have to be here now. Yes, all hands have to be on deck now, Chris. But we have to stand up and we have to push back. Well, I wish Dominic will take up that role and responsibility as PRO of the party, because we need, as the workers' right man said, we fall down on the walk with the social media. The beat we to that, the beat we. It's only so much that some of us could do. And I'm not naming no names. But all of them who say that they are ground activists, when you come out, it's time to talk. Come out, make your voices be heard. Nah, we have to stay with work. Let me tell you something, Mr. Gibson. We need the one man, one vote has nothing to do with people who don't know the politics, you know. It has everything to deal with. We should have had our education officer edifying the people, the PNM school, learning the constitution. And I keep telling people the constitution of your organization is the backbone. If you don't know your constitution, you're in problems. And people need to learn the constitution. Learn your constitution. And I think that is what's supposed to be happening. And I'm going to try to get Mr. Blackman. I'm going to give him a call because he's a man that is knowledgeable. He understands. You see people like the people that ball at them, shout at them, all kind of thing, you know. But there are some people who are soft-spoken and they know the Constitution and they are going to talk about it so that you understand. But I don't want to do PNM education on YouTube and Facebook. Go to the platform. So when we go to the platform, the opposition and them can't go and thief. Because they love to thief everything, plagiarize. So if we go there and we can have we have enough space that we can do we education right there on the platform, but nobody outside of the platform listening. Because nobody doesn't want to go and sit down in a classroom and learn, you know. Just like Brian Lara. The reason why the West Indies cricket team going down, because when Brian Lara tell them come and sit down and learn the game. Come in this school and learn the game. Plenty of them didn't show up. It's only man that show up was Brian Lara himself. Because everybody tell themselves they can play the game. And that's why we in this mess. The reason why some people was allowed is because of the team thing. And they get through because of the team thing. And that we don't want. People just coming in to a team and not even understanding what the party is all about. So, draft the letter. Draft the letter. I mean, no ordinary worker was sent home. Ordinary workers were sent home. That's why the So this time tomorrow, we are going to see who will draft the letter. Well, who will draft the letter? Let me see what we can do. And And let me see what will happen. I tell you honestly, at this point in time, I can't say, but I would have really liked it even if Penny as the opposition leader. And at this point in time, if Mr. Stuart Young could have win as the chief whip, better it. When we reach to the internals, then we will take it from there. Tomorrow is Monday, and the press conference is at 10 o'clock. Bounce Up will be broadcasting it live. So trust me, he does listen. He does listen. So, and there are people on his team who does listen also. So tomorrow, people voted team, not understanding that the political leader said he was on no team. So well, the only two positions that will be clear for next year basically will be the PRO and the general secretary. The chairman has resigned, the deputy political leaders have resigned, the political leader has resigned. Basically, the whole executive majority of them still there, but the main key executive position have basically resigned. Only two people didn't resign, which would be the PRO and the general secretary. So we will need to wait and see what date it is, and I am telling you, when they call the internal elections, I am going to rally support. I am going to rally the support from Mearo, Tableland, Toko, Sandy Grande, Port of Spain, you name it. I am going to give the rally call for people to come out and vote. We don't want no more team. Let me vote for the people who really want to carry this party forward. Let the people decide. And if there's one thing that we must not throw away, to go back to no delegate system. I don't know where Mr. Brian Manning get that from, but anytime we go back to this so-called delegate system that did not give you, the general membership, an opportunity to be heard or to vote for who you want to lead your party, then God help us. God help us. I will see if I get the form tomorrow. Director, we will scan the form for people who want to join, who want to become members, because I'm not too sure if you can do it online. But I'll get the form tomorrow down at Bali's house. And so that people could or I will wait, or I will see if we can get it electronically and find out from them whether or not if people could sign up online and all them different things. But tomorrow I will be at Baluze House tomorrow. And I will try to have my colleague who is in the country, Ms. Cheryl Taylor, who does the program on iHeartRadio and even here on Bounce Up Central Media Network, as well as Heat FM in Florida. So we're going to have her on a night this week here. And I know that she's listening. And we're going to have her on live so that you could talk to Ms. Cheryl Taylor. And she flew in just to vote. She had flown in the country just to vote. So just goes to show you how talented, and not just talented, but how patriotic she is to her country. So those who was right here in Trinidad and didn't go out to vote, imagine that she fly in the country just to vote. So things close up. Let me find out, Kwashi, about the party cards. If your name inside of there, you gotta send me you gotta WhatsApp me and let me find out from General from Baluze House tomorrow about the cards, if they're ready, so that people can get the membership card who want to get a membership card, and we could try to find an arrangement to get it to you. For those who want to join and become a member of the party, I'm going to find out whether or not we can do it online. And if we can do it online, but the payment, I know you will have to you know you have to get up early in the morning, Val. What are you talking about? So yeah. So people, tomorrow morning is Miss Sharon Felix in the morning. Sharon Felix will be on the morning. No, it's not sleeping late. Now is not the time to sleep late. You gotta get up early in the morning. You can sleep late until about 9, but just be ready for 10. And so Michelle Felix is in the morning. We will be broadcasting live at 10. Well, before that, we may have a little talk tomorrow morning. So tomorrow at 9:30, most likely we'll be starting, or minutes to 10 directly, and we'll be in the press conference where we'll be able to ask Mr. Stuart Young some pertinent questions. And Bounce Up Central Media Network is going to be there live and in living color. So well, if you lost a card, you can give back a card. But remember, you can get in contact with me. My number is 737-6064. Or if you text the international line, it will be sent back to me. Sister Jenny will be tomorrow, and she comes on at 5:30. Pastor Google is at 7 p.m. Right? So at 7 p.m. he comes on, and tomorrow, most likely, I'll be on. But tomorrow, if I'm not on, well, we will send a notification to let you all know that I will not be on tomorrow early. So we will be taking in Pastor Google from 7 to 9. But most likely Tuesday, I will be on Tuesday or Wednesday. Wednesday is Dauntless Defenders of Good Governance. And on Thursday, Culture Point returns with a little politics. And Friday, we will be freeing up ourselves, and we will be talking about the events that happened over the week. So, people, it was good. It was nice. We had a lot that we talked about, and I know a number of people have to get to work in the morning. What is that? I just reading through some of the comment thing here. Oh, Dominic was on today. I'm not too sure. Well, it was Carl who said that he was the first person to sign the thing, eh? Carl was the first man to sign, not Kareem. Carl was the first man. So he will. The man said it when I interviewed him, so he lied. So people, have a blessed night. Let me just leave you with this. Let me leave you with a nice song here. Let me get it here.
Start was a friend, I'm lucky like that. Coming on the life like sneaking out the grass. One with your fitness and your right back. One with your fitness and your right back. Let me start was a friend, I'm lucky like that. Coming on the life like sneaking out the grass. One with your fitness and your right back.
Well, I don't have time to beef. Lucky for you, my friend. I in a good spirit. I drink in a good spirits. The vibes right up to the limits. So don't hold me down, don't fight me down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good spirit. I drink in a good spirits. The vibes ain't crossing a minute. So don't hold me down, don't fight me down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My friend and them couldn't tell you about me. Good people, it's good people. We only want love it, we so good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My family couldn't tell you about me. Good people, it's good people. We only want love. Well, every man make their choices. I say we make sacrifices. We block out the noises. We have to forget the voices. One day we gon' make it. We don't have to fake it. I give you my best. I give you the chain off my neck. I give you my love and respect. But now hear the story. Is you vexing me? Like I do you something. Like I do you something. When I hear the shout now, is you vexing me? Like I do the wrong thing. Like I do you something. Oh, it's a good thing. I in a good spirit. I drink in a good spirits. The vibes right up to the limits. So don't hold me down, don't fight me down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good spirit. I drink in a good spirits. The vibes ain't crossing a minute. So don't hold me down, don't fight me down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My friend and them couldn't tell you about me. Good people, it's good people. We only want love it, we so good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My family couldn't tell you about me. Good people, it's good people. We only want love. I am all on pose like you never do bad. Things where you do, say you never do that. Run for the cream and you never look back. Now money in your pocket, so you never too sad. Boy, if money make you dance, you be dancing forever. To the beat of a drum that never go help you. But now hear the story. Is you vexing me? Like I do you something. Like I do you something. When I hear the show now, is you vexing me? Like I do the wrong thing. Like I do you something. Oh, it's a good thing. I in a
Now, I will not hear it. Son, be careful. And don't let nobody take you off your path. Stay true to yourself. Yes, Bobby.
Every now you coming home late.
Okay, and what is your point?
You know, wasting your money.
So you want to live? What you want me to do again?
I cook it, I clean it, I do everything.
That is your work.
Look what you do.
Touch up on this one day with the one name good day. Yeah.
I read up to make you feel so alive, yeah. Hit you in your soul.
It's a no way you can deny it. Remember we owe.
I am with a step and play it. I love when it does I roll it. Bad man them knocking something. Hearing all them pick me shouting.
Look auntie what I'm still morning. She tell me she feeling something. And she can't explain it, calling with them. It calling with them. The rhythm calling with them. Dancing on a rain. Dancing on a rain, boy. Dancing on a rain. You feel no pain when you hear the rhythm, bamba dam. It calling with them, bamba dam. It calling with them, bamba dam. It calling, so make sure and answer.
Rhythm bamba dam.
Tell them we don't need to see doctor. These melodies feeling sweetest medicine. Now it's to find somebody to hug up.
It go while you're falling like a diamond red.
You know it's we time again. And if I got lime, it's like we hold.
I am but I step and play it. I love when it does I roll it. Bad man them knocking something. Hearing all them pick me shouting.
Look auntie what I'm still morning. She tell me she feeling something. And she can't explain it, calling with them. It calling with them. The rhythm calling with them. Dancing on a rain. Dancing on a rain, boy. Dancing on a rain. You feel no pain when you hear the rhythm, bamba dam. It calling with them, bamba dam. It calling with them, bamba dam. It calling, so make sure and answer.
Rhythm bamba dam. It calling. Rhythm bamba dam. It calling. Rhythm bamba dam. It calling. Make sure and answer.
And if I got lime, it's like we hold.
I am but a step and play it. I love when it does I roll it. Bad man them knocking something. Hearing all them pick me shouting.
Look auntie what I'm still morning. She tell me she feeling something. And she can't explain it, calling with them. It calling with them. The rhythm calling with them. Dancing on a rain. Dancing on a rain, boy. Dancing on a rain. You feel no pain when you hear the rhythm, bamba dam. It calling with them, bamba dam. It calling with them, bamba dam. It calling, so make sure and answer.
Rhythm bamba dam. It calling. Rhythm bamba dam. It calling. Rhythm bamba dam. It calling. Make sure and answer it.
Full leather, full leather, leather.
God, that what she like.
Full leather.
Don't turn off the lights, that what she like. Can't believe a sweet girl like you, would I tell ya? No sweetness, tie she weakness, yeah. No feelings, just walk it up like you mean it. No sweetness, tie she weakness, yeah. No feelings, just walk it up like you mean it. Girl, wine and go down, waistline flow like a melody. Go down, pretty girl, you are the recipe. Go down, fire in the kitchen, my girl, how you cook that, cook them, let me see. Nice man can keep your interest. Come with flowers and they get dismissed. You have to handle the business proper. Oh Lord, tell you what she like. Tell you what she like. She wants some action in she life. Come good or just don't come at all. Tell you what she like. Tell you what she like. Tell you what she like. She want the roughness in she life. And when I put down the work, watch how she face light up. Boy, no sweetness, that she weakness, yeah, yeah. No feelings, just fuck it up like you mean it. No sweetness, that she weakness, yeah, yeah. No feelings, just fuck it up like you mean it. All eyes on you, all eyes on you. Girl in the middle of the dance, see when you get in the mood, you make it jiggle and bounce, you make it jiggle and bounce. All eyes on you, all eyes on you. In the middle of the dance, so when you kick off your shoe, you make it wiggle and bounce, you make it wiggle and bounce. Say she want a rude boy with a rude boy wine. Don't want no man there with no schoolboy wine. No mannequin, no romancing. She wanna go from night till the morning. She fling it up, she fling it back. I ride it, I go handle that. She give it up, she look back, and I ride it. Tell you what she like, tell you what she like, tell you what she like. She wants some action in she life. Come good or just don't come at all. Tell you what she like, tell you what she like, tell you what she like, tell you what she like. She want the roughness in she life. And when I put down the work, watch how she face light up. Boy, no sweetness, like she weakness, yeah. No feelings, just fuck it up like you mean it. No sweetness, like she weakness, yeah. No feelings, just fuck it up like you mean it. All eyes on you, all eyes on you. Girl in the middle of the dance, so when you get in the mood, you make it jiggle and bounce, you make it jiggle and bounce. All eyes on you, all eyes on you. You're in the middle of the dance, so when you kick off your shoe, you make it wiggle and bounce, you make it wiggle and bounce, bounce, bounce.
I having a serious problem. I having a big problem with them people them who talking all kind of talk, and them same one they who talking can't walk the walk. I having a serious issue. All who run into their platform to spread their false news about to soca some the best and who carnival regress. Mama just to give content like they're willing to lose respect. But am I a rock to show the pride I have inside? So anywhere I go, I'm flying this flag high. I want them people know that this thing ain't no game. So run, go chase your fame, but just don't use my name. Hands up in the air, not this soca sounds. We don't get to compare. It's what you're really on. So who can you go see if you come where I'm from? Go ahead and fix your crown. Don't take out your rag and on your raise it. On your raise it. On your raise it.
love you like if you was my son. And the last night you and that show for me, Savannah, I look at that show, boy, it was fantastic. And you know, the edge you have, it is righteous, righteous, righteous.
People did not go out and vote. And are they still saying they didn't vote, they went and voted somewhere else? They didn't vote nobody else. They stay home. All right. People like we don't want to leave, but let me get something with the kids motivate so that they will go to leave.
What are you doing?
She said, let me cater to you. I say cater to me. She said, just relax and let me give you the thing. No. She said, take it easy, I will do the work. You don't have to wind up yourself. You don't have to wind up yourself. Oh, she said, take it easy, I will do the work. You don't have to wind up yourself. You don't have to wind up yourself. Oh, and then she bubble and she bubble and she bubble and whine. Push back is the greatest medal. Push back, roll your waist and bend over. Push back, oh Miss Lady, bubble and she bubble and she bubble and whine. Push back, give me the greatest medal. Push back, you are the wickedest medal. Push back, why?
I wanna whine on your bumper. I know you like steam. I know you like vibes. I know you like speed. Clockwork, y'all bend down, touch your knee. It's a new wallpaper for my iPhone screen.
She said, let me cater to you. I say cater to me. She said, just relax and let me give you the thing. Yes, girl, I wanna give you the thing. She said, take it easy, I will do the work. You don't have to wind up yourself. You don't have to wind up yourself. Oh, she said, take it easy, I will do the work. You don't have to wind up yourself. You don't have to wind up yourself. Oh, and then she bubble and she bubble and she bubble and whine. Push back is the greatest medal. Push back, roll your waist and bend over. Push back, oh Miss Lady, bubble and she bubble and she bubble and whine. Push back, give me the greatest medal. Push back, you are the wickedest medal. Push back, oh.
Who are the rubber waist? Like a rubber band. You have your own things, you never rubber man.
And when you put on your costume bacchanal, every man want jam in your section. She said, let me cater to you. I say cater to me. She said, just relax and let me give you the thing. Yes, girl, I wanna give you the thing. She said, take it easy, I will do the work. You don't have to wind up yourself. You don't have to wind up yourself. Oh, she said, take it easy, I will do the work. You don't have to wind up yourself. You don't have to wind up yourself. Oh, and then she bubble and she bubble and she bubble and whine. Push back is the greatest medal. Push back, roll your waist and bend over. Push back, oh Miss Lady, bubble and she bubble and she bubble and whine. Push back, give me the greatest medal. Push back, you are the wickedest medal. Push back, oh.
My brother, we are so proud of you. We watch you from a boy to a man, carry Caribbean culture to the world. And you know, when you graduate today, we anticipate a big celebration. You know why? Because in our region, in the Caribbean, when we work hard, we deserve to party. Always.
Work so hard every week. We deserve a party. So tell everybody. And let's get it started.
Hey, why yo, hey, I'm telling you, all work and no play, me say, no way. We don't want no better that I need a stress reliever. 2 drinks in the hand and a girl in the middle. Like the gun, we need to find the middle. For the sake of peace of mind, so the middle of the road is where you'll find me and my friend and them. Because we work so hard all week. We deserve a party. We deserve it. Say we deserve it. Yeah, we deserve it.
okay, well, let me know what happened. I could be out, I could be around. And
Another day above ground, I say I'm focusing on the positives, because yesterday I was done. People do me wrong. It's loving we have when they try to take me for clown. I do them no wrong. Jaja, how we back, and I'm shouting, oh Lord, I come through. Oh Lord, I come through. It's you who give me health and strength. Oh Lord, I come through. If you talk football life, show me something, show me a hand. All the years I'm back and all this nothing we nature. Money in we pocket. This life I love it. All the years I'm back and all this nothing we nature. To another day above ground, I say, thank you, Father. I'm focusing on the positives. Cause yesterday I was down, today I feel strong. It's helping me hard, dirty up in my wrong tongue. I do them no wrong. Cha-cha, how we bad. I'm shouting, oh Lord, I'm thankful. It's you who give me health and strength. If you're thankful to be alive, I want to see one hand in the air. Every day you're blessing me. Only it's a bacchanal. It's nothing we nature. Money in my pocket. This time I love it. Only it's a bacchanal. It's nothing we nature. Food on the table. I put on the table. Take a jump on my way. I thankful for life. I see another sunrise. But you wanna be the air. All the stress on your mind. Put them problems aside. And give thanks, yeah, for another day. Don't forget to pray. And give thanks, yeah, for another day. Don't forget to pray.
You stupid.
Internal struggle, I try to behave. No, I cannot fight, girl, it's you that I crave. Are you closer? Girl, I'm shadowing you. One step back, fantasies will come true. I'm looking for a wife, girlfriend, no such romance. All I want for you is one little dance.
Sometimes you can be lying in the party, everything feeling irate. Got to worry it all. Sometimes you can start feeling lonely. You want to roll up for the party. Got to find someone.
Get up from behind and tip a little wine. To my surprise, you got the same thing in mind. You make me feel high with the wiggle of your spine. Oh, yeah. A little closer. Girl, you're making me hot. How I love to give all that I got. Internal struggle, I try to behave. No, I cannot fight, girl, it's you that I crave. Are you closer? Girl, I'm shadowing you. One step back, fantasies will come true. I'm looking for a wife, girlfriend, no such romance. All I want for you is one little dance.
Girl, I've been watching your body, looking so sweet and sexy. You just making me cold, girl. See you looking so great. Want your body undulate. Hold my head and not fall.
Jeans that fit you so right. Must swine with you, girl, tonight. Full speed ahead, got them target in sight. Oh, yeah. A little closer. Girl, you're making me hot. How I love to give all that I got. Internal struggle, I try to behave. No, I cannot fight, girl, it's you that I crave. Are you closer? Girl, I'm shadowing you. One step back, fantasies will come true. I'm looking for a wife, girlfriend, no such romance. All I want for you is one little dance.
we party, everything feeling nightmare. Got the worry, oh, girl, I see you looking so great. Watch your body undulate. Hold my head and above.
From behind, deep a little wine. To my surprise, you have the same thing in mind. You make me feel high with a wiggle of your spine. Oh, yeah, a little closer. Girl, you're making me hot. How I long to give all that I got. Internal struggle, I try to behave. No, I cannot fight, girl, it's you that I crave. A little closer. Girl, I'm shadowing you. One step back, fantasies will come true. I'm looking for a wife, girlfriend, no such romance. All I want for you is one little dance.